Hello and welcome. In this lesson, I will be discussing on how to easily clean large datasets before moving on to further data analysis using Microsoft Excel. Particularly, when we want to clean significant amount of data, manual cleaning can be quite challenging, but Excel makes the process much simpler. As I mentioned in the previous lesson, Excel is a powerful tool with numerous importance, including data analysis and data cleaning. Before we can perform any further data analysis, it is essential to have clean and organized data. In this lesson, I will guide you through the steps to efficiently clean your data using Excel. So, stay with me until the end. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to receive updates on future lessons. Thank you. It is clear that having clean data is essential for effective data analysis. If we proceed with data analysis without proper cleaning, the results may be flawed or inaccurate. Therefore, data cleaning should always be the first step before any further analysis. To better illustrate this, let us consider an example, a dataset that includes a list of individuals along with their gender, income, education, and birth date. Before we start cleaning the data, there is one important thing you should keep in mind: to have backup first. Before we begin data transformation and data cleaning, it is important to save a backup copy of the data. In case we make some mistakes in our activities, we may go back to our backup copy of our file. To do this, we can right-click the name of the sheet, and then select Move or Copy. Under this, click Create Copy. Now, backup copy will be created as you see here, on the side of the original sheet. Thus, we can rename it with the name of backup by right-clicking the name itself. Alternatively, we can create a copy of the datasheet or backup by holding the Control key and dragging it to the side. The backup is created as you see, and we will name this copy using the name of backup. Once we have a backup of our data, as you see here, we can proceed to the next steps, which are standardizing and cleaning the dataset. Standardizing the dataset involves converting it into a table format, which makes it easier to manage and clean. To do this, you can press Ctrl and T simultaneously, then Create Table dialog box appears, and click OK. As you can see, this will convert the dataset into a structured table format, simplifying further data cleaning and analysis. After creating a table, now, let us check for duplicates, which means whether we do have a single data written multiple times by mistake. Since our data is more than 1,000, it is very difficult to trace and find the duplicates manually, but with Excel, we can get and remove it easily. For doing this, we will go to the Data tab and click on it, and find the button called Remove Duplicate. Click on the Remove Duplicate icon and click OK. After clicking OK, a message will appear stating that 30 duplicates were found and removed. As you see here, we can click OK to confirm this step. Now, all the empty rows and duplicated will be removed, and only the unique values remained. As you see, our data size is now reduced because the duplicates are now removed. Next, under the gender column, you see the letter M and F. If we think that it is better for visualization purposes to use the full terms male and female, instead of using abbreviations M for male and F for female, we can easily change by the following steps. To do this, first select the entire column where the gender or sex of our data is found. Click the first cell of the gender, then by pressing Ctrl plus Shift and down arrow, we can select the entire column of the gender, and then use Ctrl plus H to open the Find and Replace tool. Alternatively, we can get it through the Home tab on Find and Select button. From the drop-down list, we have to select Replace. A toolbox with the name of Find and Replace appears. Now, on the Find What box, we have to write M to search all M, and on the Replace With box, we have to write male to replace M with male, and click Replace All. Now, all M will be replaced male, and we have to do the same thing to substitute F with female. Using this, we can replace the abbreviation using the complete or full term. As we go to the income column and see the values, you might notice that we have got these decimals which do not make much sense. And so, for this, we are basically going to round up to a whole number, which means if the decimal value or the fraction value is greater than 0.5, so we are rounding up, and it becomes 1, which is whole number, or else if the decimal value is less than 0.5, we have to round down to 0. For this, we are going to use the roundup formula. So, write equals, then hit round up, and select the first value of the income to be rounded, and then, after comma, put 0, which shows the number of decimal digits for us is going to be 0, because we want the whole number, and close those brackets and hit enter. As you see, this is going to be our rounded income now, and as you see this column, there is no fractional value. And finally, rename the heading of the rounded column with income, and before deleting the original column having decimal value or the column before rounded, we have to copy the rounded column and paste as value just like this. Now, we can delete the original column, either by selecting the entire column and click Ctrl with minus sign, or by selecting the whole column, right-click, and then delete. Now, let us further clean our data. You can see under the education column, we can see there is some spaces between the two words, which is somewhat odd spacing as you see between the words here. Thus, to make this spacing normal, we are going to write a formula on a new column. The formula used for this purpose is equals, then right trim and select the column with the spacing problem. Then close the bracket and finally hit enter. Now as you see here, the spaces are corrected and become normal. At this point, we can copy the title of old column and paste in the title of new column having normal spacing. Then, copy the normal spacing and paste as value to remove the link with the original column. And now, delete the old column having a spacing problem. To do this, select the whole column, right-click it, and select delete from the drop-down list. Or, we can delete the column by first selecting the entire column, then hit Ctrl and minus key simultaneously. As you see in the column heading, year of birth, month of birth, and date of birth, they are listed separately. To combine these into a single column that displays the complete date in format of year, month, and day together, we can use the date function. To do this, enter the formula by typing an equals sign, followed by date, then select the year, month, and day, separated by commas, and close the bracket and enter. Now the date of birth is merged into a single column, which becomes more easy understood and looks better. So, that gives us their full birthday of each individual in a single column, and rename the heading of the column by date of birth. Besides, if we want to write their age in a single column, or if we want to know their age and number as of today, so, the date today function should be written first. For this, we can just type equals, then write today open, and close the parenthesis here, and hit enter. Now, as we can see, the date of today is written here in one column. To determine the age in years, we need to calculate the difference between two dates, the birth date and the current date. For this, we can use the year frac formula, which returns the difference in years as a decimal. Here is how it works. First, since the year frac formula requires the start date or birth date and the end date, that is today's date, write equals, then year frac formula, select birth date first and then today's date, and close the parenthesis. After calculating the ages in years, we can rename the column header to age in years. Now our data is clean and organized, which is ready for further analysis. In conclusion, it is essential to clean our data before beginning any analysis. Proper data cleaning helps maintain accuracy and clarity, ensuring that our analysis results are reliable and not compromised by errors or inconsistencies. This is all about for today. Once again, I'll want to remind you to subscribe my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this lesson, please hit the like button, give me your comments, and share to your friends. Thank you.